Did I finally find the perfect size windscreen for me on the 2023 Lowrider ST with the Clearview large windshield? Let's find out. All right, so let's take a look at this large windscreen. So I still have the Harley Davidson 10-inch on here, and we'll go ahead and throw this kind of next to it and see what the difference is. All right, so this is the large one, and it sits slightly higher than the Harley Davidson 10-inch, not by much though. So let's come around here. So this one should hopefully be perfect. And again, you'll see on the sides how much wider it is around the side there. So let's go ahead and throw this thing on the bike. So this is what the Clearview large looks like on the Lowrider ST. I did go with the medium smoke here. So as long as you leave the film on, you can return it if it ends up not being right for you, which I've done a few times now. So we'll go ahead and take this bike out and see if the large is the right size for me. So my initial thoughts are, when we were doing the same speed around 55 with the medium, I could immediately tell it was hitting my helmet, and I mean, the wind noise was pretty bad. Going about the same speed now, I can still feel it hitting my, like, the top of my helmet, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was with the medium. And you know, the wind noise in my helmet is much quieter than normal. Normally I wear earplugs just because it does get quite loud with the wind noise, but right now I'm not wearing any, and I'm not having any issues with that noise so far. I mean, I can feel the wind kind of at the top of my helmet right now, but it's not bad at all. Now time for the true test on the highway. So naturally I am getting some wind noise in my helmet, but it's not as loud as it seemed to used to be. I mean, the wind is actually, it is like, I can feel it right here at the kind of the top of my helmet, like if you could see it, like throwing my hand back, but I'm not getting as much buffeting as I was with the medium. I could feel it on my helmet, obviously a lot more than with the extra large, but with this one, it sits just slightly taller than the Harley Davidson 10-inch, so I can see perfectly over it. So this definitely seems to be way more manageable than all the other ones I've tried out so far. Yeah, so if I have my hand up top here and it ends up smacking me in the helmet, so you can see kind of where the wind is being pushed. So it's being pushed onto the top of my helmet, but it's not, I mean, it's not terrible. Like, there's really no wind pushing me right here, but as soon as I come up here, then like right above here, like where my
vent is at in the helmet.
All right, so I pulled over and threw on some earplugs just to see, and now we're going to go the opposite way we were on the highway. I was able to get on the highway with my visor open and wasn't getting beat up by wind that bad. I mean, usually I have to shut it, but it does seem to do better. I don't seem to be getting any less wind on me if I duck down like this. Like on my Harley Davidson 10-inch, if I duck down like this about 4 inches or so, then I really felt no wind, but with this, it's about the same. So we're back on this back road that I take a lot, going about 55, and I mean, I really don't feel much on my helmet. A little bit on the top. Yeah, it's much more enjoyable right now than between the medium and the 10-inch from Harley Davidson. So as of right now, with this initial testing, it does seem to be the best option so far. All right, I gotta be super careful up here. There's a Mustang in front of me, and we all know they like to hit things and go off the road. So I am satisfied enough with this one to go ahead and take the plastic off and call it a keeper.
So I did do some more riding around after I took off the film on this windscreen, and I am satisfied with it. I think this one fits me the best out of the sizes that I've tried. Like I said, I had the stock one that came with the bike, then I switched to the Harley Davidson 10-inch. I tried the Clearview medium, large, which this one is, and the extra large. I think this one fits me the best out of all of those. Again, I'm 5'10", and I'm sitting on the stock seat with the Lowrider ST. Height-wise, this is pretty much similar to the 10-inch from Harley Davidson. I have the same line of sight. I can see over the windshield, and then I can see through it if I need to. This is the medium gray, so it's not too dark to where you can't see through it, especially at night, but this one has just enough tint to make it look good and functional as well to see through. And with the Clearview windshields, they do have the recurve that kind of curves at the top of that windshield to kind of help get the wind up and over you. Now this still does, like I said, hit the top of my helmet, but definitely not as bad as the other windshields I've tried, and it does keep the bugs off of my visor and helmets with that height as well. So it did take a while, trial and error, and luckily customer service at Clearview is really good. As long as you keep that film on, you can return it, get your money back, or exchange it for a different size windscreen. There might be a little bit of a price difference depending on what tint you go with, and if you do go with a larger one, you do have to pay for shipping, but it's not that bad. But their customer service is awesome. Just give them a call, be like, hey, I got this windscreen too short or too tall, I want to exchange it, and they send you a shipping label, and it's so easy. If you guys haven't seen my other videos on the other windshields I've tested out, I'll post a link to all of those down in the description below. Check them out. And then the last one with the medium from Clearview, I did kind of a more comparison between the size of all three of the other ones that I tried, just so you can see how the size different matches up between each one. So hopefully these videos helped you out in trying to figure out which one might be right for you based on your height and everything, so that way you don't have to order and try out as many as I did. So smash that like and subscribe button so you'll be notified when I come out with more videos on the Lowrider ST. Thanks for watching.